Hey guys, what's up? This is Jen, and today we're going to talk about how you're going to find the 2-5-1 in any major key, starting on the 6th string and also starting on the 5th string. I did another video just like this, but how to find the 4-5-1 in all keys. But this is more like a jazzier approach. So you substitute the 2 for the 4. It gives a really interesting sound. So let's take a look at what we're going to do. The first thing I need you to do is memorize all the notes on the 6th string and 5th string. That's really important so that when somebody calls a key, if you're jamming, then you have your starting point. You don't even necessarily need to know what notes you're playing of the 2 and the 5, because I'll give you the patterns that will go throughout as long as you're in standard tuning, but you have to know your roots. It's really, really important. So let's start in A, and that's on the 6th string, 5th fret. Now, if here's our 1, our 2 is just a whole step up. And this is going to be a 2 minor. So you're going to do a minor shape here. So again, 1 major, then 2 minor. Let's go back to the 1. So there's our A. Now for the 5, remember it's down a string and up a whole step. And we're going to do a major for right now. And that's our E, or our 5 chord. So you have A, or the 1, B, or the 2, A, and E, or the 5. Another way to remember it is if you're doing a 2, 5, 1, is your 2 is right here, your 5 is right underneath it. You see that? So 2, go down a string, play major, 5, now back and up, 1. So this is going to apply to any major key. Let's try it in C. So we have C, then up to your 2, which is D minor. Let's go back to C. Now, down and over a whole step. There's our G. Or again, get established with the 1. Then you have 2, right underneath it, 5. Moving back and up to 1. So just remember that this pattern applies to every key on this string. So F sharp, there's your 2, there's your 1, there's your 5. Or 2, 5, 1. You recognize that sound, right? Now, it's a little different if we're going to start on the 5th string, but still we're going to use one pattern that's going to go throughout. So let's start on D. Now here's our 1. If we're going to go to the 2, just a whole step. So that's E. You can play E minor. Here's our 1. And now 5 is right above. Like that. And that's A. So 1, 2, 5, 1. Let's move that to the key of F. So here's F, 5th string, 8th fret. Where's your 2? Just move up a whole step and play a minor. Now let's just get to that 5. So go down a string here, and then over, and you've got your 5. Now the 5 moving back to 1, just go like this, and so on. think I said down a string the other time, up a string. I think you know the difference between down and up. Apparently, I don't. So let's do that again for my sake, really, not even for yours. So we've got F, moving up the neck, play a minor, that's your 2. Now go to the 6th string and move back a whole step. There's your 5, and then down a string, back to your 1. So 2, 5, and 1. So again, just see that pattern. 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1. And that'll get you through more like a jazzier situations, or if you're feeling a little bit bored or needing something new with instead of doing a 4-5-1, try a 2-5-1, and that will, it just changes it up a bit, you know, because the 4-5-1, especially if you're in a major key, it's all major or all dominant. So adding in that minor, replacing the 4 with a minor 2, just adds a little bit more depth to it. Not that there's anything wrong with all majors or dominants, but you can hear it's a little bit darker, it's a little bit richer. You can hide more stuff in it, where majors are kind of just like, I'm happy. But like minors, you know, minors mixed with majors add some depth to the mood. So I would encourage you to try both, and even do like a bridge, like a verse 4-5-1 into a chorus that's a 2-5-1, and see how that changes the vibe. I think that's it for this one. Let me know if there's any other progressions that you want me to put in this kind of form, the Roman numerals. I know Roman numerals can be like a big thing for people, and it seems really intimidating. But if you break it down into these patterns, the amazing thing about the guitar is it's pattern-based. So you don't have to think so much about it once you know what the pattern is. But I definitely focus on the 6th string and the 5th string, not just one or the other. Because if you have it in the key of E up on the 6th string, that might be a little awkward, where you can have it in the key of E on the 5th string, 7th fret, and that's going to sound a little more rich, and you get more mids and bass than up here. So I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, this is a Patreon supported video, so thank you to all my patrons who are just amazing, and we've been having some amazing Google Hangs. So if you join at a certain level, you can come to the monthly Google Hangs, which have been an absolute blast. And big shout out to Ken and Leah and Bob and Steve and John, who've been coming consistently, and we just laugh. They mainly just laugh at me, because I'm kind of a mess sometimes, but it's a great time. So if you're interested in figuring out how to support or join the Google Hangs, please go to patreon.com/Jen Trani, and you can see how you can support these videos. If not, just like and share and comment and subscribe and blah, 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 blah. You know what to do. YouTube's been around for a while. So that's it, and I'll talk to you soon.